so far, do you have any questions?
Not at the moment, but in terms of connectivity, this can connect on wire and Wi-Fi, right?
So there are actually various ways. We have two LAN ports over here, right? So you can connect to two different networks. So typically it will be like maybe a corporate LAN and then maybe another guest LAN, for example. Some would want to have wireless connection as well. So we have wireless connection to allow guests as well to come in if that's a preferred way. We have actually another network wireless card that's dedicated for Miracast. Miracast. So,
okay, so for example, like those Apple TV or let's say mobile.
So mainly for Android and for Windows.
Not iOS.
iOS actually you will not use a dedicated card. But you will still go through us and we will determine. The reason why we have a dedicated card is because Miracast connection normally are requires a bit more juice, right? And that's why we have a dedicated card to help support that. So if you're using Windows laptop, not sure what environment you have, but we cater to all different platforms: Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android.
So it's ready, even if it is like a cross-platform OS.
So it's easy for you, and the only key thing is that you may need to want to update every few months, because we run our updates to all our customers that you can choose to upgrade or not. Reason because we always have new iOS version release and Windows version, for example. Right? So we actually work, for example, very closely with iOS. So we are one of the beta developers, so we always get the latest one. Right? So we always release the updates to all our signups to make sure that whenever you have people coming in with their latest iPhone, for example, right? Right?
Okay, questions. What about management? So can we manage this remotely?
Yes.
Or let's say online, or
so we have a product called the vSolution Link Pro, and that's actually cloud enabled as well, right? So you can manage all your devices on the cloud, and you just need to, as long as all these are connected to the internet, which I believe they will, right? Then you'll be able to see whether are they presenting, for example, which means that there's a content being shared, for example, this stream, right? Or you can actually schedule like power on, off, and tagging and stuff like that. It's for normal management is normally I think not a problem for you to do that over cloud. I think one key thing you may like to see is also whether if someone else is using this device sometimes, right? So for example, they are presenting. If you're like admin, you can go and see, you can like peeping and see what they are doing, right? So things like that, features that can be useful for you. And of course, we have the option for local as well. So there's a local version that you can install on your laptop, or if you have an IIS server, you can actually install your IIS server as well. Right?
Nowadays, what we're using is like mostly cloud dependent. So the nature of my work, time to time I travel. So sometimes I need access with my resources for devices. So from the cloud, I access them. I can configure. So it gives flexibility. Let's say if it is capable to be managed.
It's all managed by cloud. So that's the convenience, because a lot of our customers as well, because they don't want to run site to site. So and it's very difficult if you need to call someone else for help. So we have the option to do either the local version, because some customers are more sensitive in terms of security, or you have the cloud version. So there are those two are available.
What about firewall, or what are the ports that we need to allow, let's say, within the network for this to run?
We have a comprehensive guide actually for network configuration. I think Gary is probably more familiar in terms of which port. So from what I understand, these streamings, right? They are actually RTSP streams. So it's I think one of the protocols that they use. use. What port, I'm not very sure. I think Gary is more familiar with it. Yeah. I think the key thing, I think, is how you design the entire network, especially, I think, if you go out of your firewall. I think internally, I think, because all this likely will be within your internal switching, so I think it should be quite okay. Yeah. The only problem comes is